Well.
But before you pick your lineup, I would recommend picking your coach card. This way, you can pick your lineup based on how they best fit within your coach's system. And remember, if you ever want to see additional details like badges and attributes, all you have to do is click the right stick.
You'll only be able to play with your drafted team.
Over the land of the free.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A couple injuries for them. Their rotation perhaps shortened and more minutes now to go around.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Today's NBA is truly a skill game, 1 through 5. One team executive said there is a high threshold on big men right now. The big has to do it all. Another said top bigs must have a diverse skill set. Ball handling, shooting, all of it. Guys, these days, size and athleticism are not enough.
Changing like the game is. David, good insight. Thank you. Greg, both teams love to push the ball up the floor, even off of made shots.
And trying to get those easy ones before the defense can get set is always an advantage, and you're seeing more and more teams trying to speed up their pace of play.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. Here we go. Falls out there with Wiggins. And for the Pistons, Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Underneath in the post, it's Grant and Olynyk. And it's Keith in at the point. Now here's Curry, coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Thompson with the bucket.
That's a shot that Klay Thompson has perfected, a consistent catch-and-shoot guy.
Keith passes to Cunningham. Curry against Keith. Here's Olynyk. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
And here's Cunningham after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Grant kicks to Cunningham. Pocket 4 from deep. Warriors with the rebound.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, some situational awareness there from Klay Thompson. He understands the offense. He understands where the cutters are, and he finds one.
Now, here's Cunningham. 14 points from him the last game against Boston. Will it go? Here's Keith. Green with the block.
You can see Draymond Green so fired up every time he has a chance to impact the game defensively. No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here is Keith. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Grant, that's good.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
What I really love about Jeremy Grant is his work ethic. He's really put in time to improve his scoring.
Specifically, his jump shot. For a while, he didn't have the consistent 3-ball. Now, you got to at least honor it. It's not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Cunningham inside, working on Thompson.
Well, Klay is a very good positional and on-ball defender, but him getting to a block shot like that, that's impressive.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up-tempo tonight.
Here's Curry following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Count it. 6 points for Draymond Green.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pistons trail by 12. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Bay. Over Green. Bay, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Thompson passes to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 8 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Well, something, Greg, we can't take for granted. It's nice just to see Klay Thompson out on the floor.
No doubt, Kevin. And, you know, the NBA is just a better league with a healthy Klay Thompson. Makes this team more fun to watch. Good for humor and one incredible performance a year.
We have a moment to see the best rebounding teams in the league. The Warriors, number 1.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
Passes it to Cunningham. And here is Bay. Four on the clock. From past the arc. Detroit, no good that time either. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on an 18-4 run. Keith grabs the miss.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Here is Cunningham. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Grant kicks to Cunningham.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Wiggins outside. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And that's now 7 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Took him no time at all on that one.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Green with the block. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Draymond Green holding everybody accountable. We've seen this before.
Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new. We take a look at the Warriors. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well.
And well, for the Warriors, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Now, here's Grant. 17 points for him last game against Boston.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Here's Fall. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
So it's the Pistons now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
He had a nice open look right there. Thompson's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Keith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
That's good from Keith. Bridges, he's checked in for the Pistons. Keith hits them both. Now Curry. His scoring has been the engine that drives him. His average is all the way up around, 36.5 points a game. Wow. The fader. They get the rebound from the arc. Another three for Golden State.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Keith. Great tee that time from Curry.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's Thompson. Rebound, Detroit. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battles.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Keith. Second free throw, no good. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Curry passes to Thompson. Floats it up for Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Green. Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Cunningham, basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Kicks to Thompson. No one near him. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 10 points for Klay Thompson.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Cunningham passes to Bay. A shot off that time. Wiggins with some nice D.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
Here's Thompson, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Thompson right now just on fire. He's torching the nets, and something he's been doing all night.
Cunningham with it, working on Thompson. And Thompson sends it back, and he recovers it. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Keefe's shot is good. Keefe's got 8 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Wiggins passes to Fall. Wiggins with the bounce pass. Here's Green. Dives for it. Takes possession.
A moment to check out Cade Cunningham here. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, averaging 21 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Here's Bay. It's blocked.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Curry with a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. He's got 10.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Cunningham with it. It's up against Thompson. He takes it in, and he dunks it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Curry's shot is good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
For the 3, and another 3 for Detroit.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And no good that time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We come back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Here is Keefe. Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Isaiah Stewart out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Keefe in at the point guard. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Now here's Wiggins. Bay pulls it in. Pistons shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively.
And Wiggins thrived as a secondary option. Seems that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared.
Green with the block. They recover it. For three, Bridges. Here's Stewart.
And on a per-minute basis, Wiseman already gets a lot of blocks, and his defensive awareness will only improve with time.
Wiggins against Bay. Green kicks to Curry. Shoots it up. 6 to shoot. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. And with Wiggins, he didn't face the same pressure, Greg. It was a huge weight off his shoulders.
And that mental aspect impacts players. Wiggins was asked to do less, and as a result, ended up doing more.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges. With my style of play, I feel I can be effective till my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to his team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt him? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Now, here's Curry. 14 points for him.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Look at Curry. He's out in front. The fans reacting to his wonderful play this year in the Western Conference.
And that's right where you'd expect him to be, given the performances we've seen from him this season.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
That's just all effort from Klay Thompson. Getting up into his man, that's just tenacious D.
And he gets the bucket. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here's Cunningham. He has 7. Here's Keith. And Wiseman sends it back. Stewart passes to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Keith. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Green dishes to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 16.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Cunningham passes to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cunningham. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Bridges kicks to Cunningham. To halt the run, Curry with the defensive effort.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here is Keith. 10 points for him. Bridges outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
For Detroit, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
2 shots.
No good on that one. I'm sitting here with former NBA dunk contest champion Brent Barry. Brent, how do you feel about how modern offenses sometimes back away from the paint?
Well, I love it, Kevin. By the way, in the dunk contest, you know there's no defense. So I'm all for that, too, because I didn't play that. But will we go back to low post play? I think what's happened is the post now is used more as an opportunity for offenses to penetrate the defense and then create more movement on the perimeter, and then the ball comes back out. And looking for those three-point shots and taking a higher percentage of those is leading to more winning. So I'm not sure when that changes.
Now here's Hayes. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Bridges.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
So he gets them both. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Wiseman with the bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And there's the pass to Hayes. Now Bridges. Good D by Thompson. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 17-5 run here. And finished off by Wiseman.
And just caught.
Floats it up for. Good play defensively. Green dishes to Wiseman. That's tipped. Bridges with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Boston.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Green passes to Watts. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Sweet move. Here's Green. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Green's got 16.
Yeah, Draymond just eating glass that time on the inside, finding some room, carving out space. Great activity.
Here is Keefe. 10 points for him. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Pass to Wiseman. Now here's Curry. He's got 16. Offensive rebound. And finished off by Wiseman.
You just can't teach size and length. And Wiseman beats everyone to the ball for that second chance opportunity.
Keefe passes to Bridges. Here's Watts. Rebound, Detroit. That sets off a 5-game tour for him. Here's Keefe. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Watts guarded by Keefe. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson inside the line, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Ball taken for Green.
Warriors, tackle, fall.
Here is Keith. He's got 10. Bridges outside. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And they're able to recover. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And, Brent, you look at the career of Klay Thompson. He's had improvements every step of the way.
Yeah, he's still just an elite shooter that, because of what Steph does, because of Draymond's unselfishness, Klay is going to add 25 points in the blink of an eye. That, along with his defense, just make that backcourt something special.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Klay Thompson is really a guy you have to respect with how even-keeled he is out there on the floor. Never too high, never too low, and very much in control of his emotions.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And Detroit has possession. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Keith passes to Bridges. Pass to Keith. 3 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Nice shot by Thompson.
When he decides to get to the rim, Klay Thompson can be tough to deal with. Quickness on the drive that time.
Now Hayes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Grant finds Hayes. Floats it up for Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
That is a good option. You could throw that ball just about anywhere. Even the top of the square. Jeremy Grant ripping one off.
Here's Curry. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Grant the pass to Hayes. Back to Grant. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 6 points for Jeremy Grant.
In the last few years, we've seen a nice leap from Jeremy Grant, including how effective he can be in that spot.
Curry can't get it to go. Detroit's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Stewart passes to Keith. Now, here's Bridges. Here is Keith. 10 points for him. There's the lob to Bridges. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Curry. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Feel like when he gets going like this, it's a night where Steph might take a few more chances offensively. That spells trouble for the defense.
Here is Keith. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Bridges inside the three-point line. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. We're trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
Check. What'd you think about the Pistons?
I know teams love to rely on the three these days, but you got to know when to get away from it. They didn't, at least throughout the first half. Hopefully they're making the adjustments, but sometimes teams just get stubborn.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, and the old core of this team out there, Curry and Klay as guards with Draymond at 4. Wiggins is out there with Fall. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Olynyk with the steal. Wiggins against Bay. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Bay. And it's off from three-point range. Pulls it up. The offensive rebound. Green in close. He hits it. Green's got the first field goal the second half for the Warriors.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And Green slams it in.
Draymond Green sees that he can get out into the lane. He can run the floor with some speed.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Cunningham kicks to Bay. Lays it up off the glass. Bay's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
The pass to Wiggins. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Now, here's Cunningham. 7 points in the game.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Klay Thompson is tall for a guard, so you want to utilize any advantage you have. That time height came into play.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good from Thompson. And so Thompson nails both of them. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And here's Cunningham. He kicks it to Grant. Bay against Green. Bay gets the bucket.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
That one goes in. Wiggins has got 15.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
Keefe against Curry. Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham slams it in.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Grant the pass to Keefe. Floats it up for Grant. And Thompson sends it back. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Thompson. Curry's got 24.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Cunningham, and Thompson sends it back.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jeremy Grant.
And this is encouraging. Wiggins looking committed to shooting and forcing the D to compromise.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
He misses the free throw.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Pass to Cunningham. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Stephen Curry.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Pistons have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Cunningham. And he makes the first but misses the second. Golden State's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Wiggins drives in. He can't get that one to fall. The Pistons go the other way with it. Now, here's Cunningham, covered by Wiggins. Bounce pass from Bay. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." And Coach Dwayne Casey says, if we bring this same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen. Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. And he makes the first. Ross is checked in for the Warriors. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Keefe passes to Olynyk. There's the dish to Cunningham. Takes it inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. Cunningham's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Olynyk doing a nice job just keeping the symmetry out there.
Curry dishes to Ross. Now the feed to Green. Olynyk with the steal. Passes it to Bay. Back to Olynyk. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. It's good. He's got 12 points in the game. The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Ross kicks to Curry. Hands it from downtown.
I don't know how you do it, but you just can't give Steph any room from any distance.
Here's Keith, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 15.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
They kick it out to Green. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
A good decision on the pick and roll there. Green as good as it gets, giving it up to his teammates as a big.
Pass to Keith. Olynyk with it. He's guarded by Ross. The 10-footer. And that one goes long.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Outside for Curry. Ross on the wing. Cunningham looking it over. Olynyk trying to break loose. Missed inside. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Golden State. Takes the 13-footer, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Yeah, all those things that Steph does before the game, and you think there's no way he's pulling those off in the game. Guess what? He's pulling them off in the game.
Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the slam.
There's the pass to Curry, and the shot goes in. Curry's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, the confidence that Steph has on the inside, once he beats his primary defender, he can finish over the top of the bigger defender.
And that one drops for him.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Good on the triple.
Steph out there singing a lullaby to the defense, gets them to sleep, and then sets up the teammate nicely.
And something we've seen the last few years, box and ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
Now here's Bay. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Cunningham. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Detroit. Hayes comes in for Keith. Wiseman's checked in for the Warriors. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Back to Wiggins. It doesn't go for him. Bridges with some nice defense. And amazing to even consider using a box and one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree. And it did work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
Here's Wiseman. Following the bucket by the Pistons. Curry's shot is good.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Here's Hayes. It's stolen by Curry. There's the lob to the hoop. And finished off by Wiseman.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Hayes, no good. Smooth sailing for Golden State. Here's Wiggins. Here's Fall. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Now here's Olynyk. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Cunningham. A floater. And Wiseman sends it back. A clear look for Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 5th assist in this one. Now here's Cunningham. He's guarded closely. And nothing is falling for him right now. Warriors shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And being the aggressor there and getting rewarded for it. Love watching Wiggins get inside and draw the call.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season. So having a terrific year.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for Wiggins.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 5. Grant kicks to Bridges. Clock at 6. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. Hayes, no good.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Isaiah Stewart. Grant is out there with Bridges. Then there's Hayes, and it's Jackson in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Covington passes to Watts. Over Hayes. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Ross. Jackson, that's good.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
It's rebounded by Hayes. And pretty sorry, 29% from the floor here. And Grant slams it home.
Man, Jeremy Grant is one of those guys that's capable of highlight dunks on a nightly basis. That time, vicious finish.
Watts covered by Hayes. Martin from outside hits the three-point bomb. Martin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Hayes with it from the line, and it's rebounded by Covington. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Lets it go from deep. Detroit with the rebound.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead. Oh, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. And he gets it to go.
Well, he's such an athletic forward. Absorbing contact is something that he's learning to do, getting much better at it.
Passes it to Wiseman. Outside, Covington. And Spurs great Tim Duncan, recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room, with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
Johnson, he's checked in for James Wiseman. And both free throws good for Covington.
And you know, versatile guys like Covington are a real asset to their team. Whatever you need, Covington is ready to do for you. Threes, rebounds, defense. This guy does it all.
Robert Covington. At the line for Detroit, Frank Jackson.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Jackson. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I'm going back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Pass to Martin for 3. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Now here's Hayes. Defense right on him. That shot is off. The Warriors go the other way with it. The pass to Watts. Pass to Covington. Here's Martin. Livers grabs the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Hayes up top. Great D that time from Martin. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Well, the strength of Johnson, they're hard to contain, adept at scoring despite getting bodied up.
Passes to Livers. Here's Grant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Covington.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
At the line for Detroit, Jeremy Grant.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Jeremy Grant just has such a great combination of athleticism and explosiveness. It's up to him to find familiar spots on the floor and do a good job of playing off his teammates to make an impact on every game that he plays.
Joseph, he's checked in for Hayes. Both shots good from the stripe. Brent, is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
Martin for three, and he's good on the three ball. Martin's got 9 points now in the quarter. Here's Joseph. And Brent now top of the key. It's good, and it's his sixth make against 11 attempts.
Well, when he gets into the paint, he starts to get hungry. He goes right through the defense. He's a straight line guy.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pass to Johnson. The three ball. Rebounded by the Pistons. Stewart's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Livers. He's guarded by Johnson. They grab their own miss. Stewart, and he makes good on the layup.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Outside, Martin. And the pass to Watts. And here is Ross. Over Jackson. No good from Ross.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. And with so many entertainment options these days, Brent, the NBA not shy, innovating to attract and retain viewers. Where do you sit with that? Keep it the same or be creative?
Well, I think the league does a great job of being creative, and I think that Adam Silver does a really good job of not just being a leader, but being a listener. And there's tremendous participation between the Players Association and the commissioner and the ownership group to continue to press the way that the game is played, try to innovate in the way that the game is broadcast, and it'll continue to do those sort of things to draw in the fans that love this game and are invited to that kind of competition.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
The Warriors making a switch here. Frazier's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Golden State's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Johnson finds Lee. Covington against Grant. Covington passes to Martin. Just 5 on the clock. Going inside. 2 points. That one goes. And that's 11 points for Martin.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Grant the pass to Joseph. Floats it up for Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Wow, Jeremy Grant, some change in the couch here, finding some offensive rhythm for the team.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react. And that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Outside, Martin. Fires from 18. Detroit with the rebound. Livers has got 4 rebounds in this game. Driving the lane. It's deflected. And it's the Warriors on the break. Jackson against Frazier. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
And it's Frazier with the ball for Golden State. Lee outside. Frazier against Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Frazier's got his first basket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And Joseph kicks to Jackson. Pass to Grant. Outside for Jackson. Over Johnson. They get it again. That one falls.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
1:46 left in the fourth. Frazier banked in off the glass.
Frazier, Jr.
The Pistons shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass delivers. Hits it from three-point range.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Stephen Curry.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Back to Joseph. He dishes it to Grant. Kicks it to Joseph. Grant outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And it's Livers missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Frazier the pass to Covington. Here is Frazier. Golden State needs to get off a shot. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Draymond, one of the cliches of basketball is that the ball finds energy. When teammates are making shots, does that give you more energy?
Oh, yeah, it does. You know, when we're in the flow, the ball's just moving around. It allows me to play make, and, you know, then I just try to find an open gap and take the shots where they are. Man, it was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.